Here's how bikers...
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. And Owen! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. The fry is there, and he can get that clear. Not the most accurate pass, and it's played forward. He's cut it out. That's a little off target. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders.
Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
Alexander-Arnold taking charge of the dead ball. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game, promising one. That was travelling. Pass somewhat off target. That'll be a throw-in. Vitinha. It's Zyzzle. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Gets his pass away. And he's taking no chances there. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now that's well seen too.
That's beautifully weighted.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Aims beyond the defence. Owen pinches it off him.
Messi!
Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Substitution on the field, number 99, De Bruyne.
So the manager can make a change
Coming
for the first time in the game
is
here.
Number 35.
That's been cut out, well played. And he cuts out the supply. Alexander-Arnold makes the interception.
It's Neymar! In for the pieces! And he's done it!
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Van Dijk. Oh, there's a throwing ball. No, it's Batistuta.
He's Batistuta! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
And he's being shifted off it.
Oh, that's clever.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Batistuta. That's really well cleared. Endrick. Can he spark a counter here? Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
There's the hit! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. How to look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Forbidden. Please use parking provided by the club or any other paid parking facilities in the area.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
And that could set him on his way. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Palmer. Oh, it's Batistuta.
And the finish! Goal!
The second half off to a spectacular start.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
After 55 minutes is
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
And we're not going to make any further progress now.
The attendance for
Across
this
the
match
quarter.
was 71,550.
Hernandez spots it and intercepts. Oh, it's shapes to shoot. And that's definitely not his best. Thinks one through. Well, that pass isn't the best. And he was quick to react.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
And there's green grass ahead of him. And Owen! And he hits the net. And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
And he's got his second. So the lead now is 2. Look, can he finish? Oh, it's fallen loose again. Yes! And they are cruising away. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
But that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
His wisdom, and to wish you all a Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave, which envelops the team.
We have already started here. Mbappe!
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
He would... Speculative strike.
Oh, he has leathered that.
And we have our very first corner. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to get struck first time.
Batistuta.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now, can they get it back?
Real chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Plays a delicate ball. It's beautifully weighted. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Belletti, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that
Has a look and has a go. Arsenal still without a single shot on target. He's got away.
Batistuta.
That's good play from him.
They've won a corner. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Out of play for a throw. Kimmich. And here's Batistuta.
Batistuta really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Has a shot! It's a loose ball.
Batistuta.
Half-time getting close now. Chance here to counter. Mbappe. Palmer.
Mbappe.
It's Batistuta.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
He's going for goal! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Belts one. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Palmer. Batistuta. Batistuta! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Arsenal have fired themselves in front.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Maldini. And the pass is intercepted. Now that's well seen too. Shifted upfield. Well, quick thinking by the keeper, he did well. Facing up to his adversary. He'll try from distance.
Barcelona are definitely going about this the right way.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Bellingham. He's had it taken off him. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make...
And Batistuta! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Batistuta really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
The ball, oh, here's a chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
This has to be a spell of no fear. They can't leave anything out there. Pretty robust defending.
He's looking wide. That's headed upfield. Nicely worked. Batistuta has a goal! Arsenal leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. And he's intervened well there. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Mbappe, Nesta, promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, that's a key interception. Mbappe! Batistuta finds himself offside.
Arsenal probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Number 8, Palmer. Number 9, Mbappe. Number 18,
Maldini
Ludovic Jolie.
succumbs to the pressure.
Number
He's through here.
Number 27, Serginho.
Now it's Messi.
Number 5,
And it's Van Nistelrooy.
There will be 3 minutes.
Oh, and he's
added
through the
time.
middle. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride.
Please make sure to watch the screen for
Batistuta picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away, Peter, but I felt the team did a lot right, especially that well-timed goal.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Arsenal can do it here. 90 minutes away from reaching their target. It is the sort of opportunity they would certainly have settled for if offered it on day one. That was then, this is the here and now. Can they meet their ambitions, their aspirations? And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world.
If you're just joining us, we are already on the way.
Arsenal cannot afford to slip up here. To rip face to face with the... Batistuta! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Is it just me, or did he make that look very, very easy? That was terrific skill and composure from him. He finished with such aplomb.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
How important will this turn out to be? This is going to give them a lot more options now.
Oh, that's well spotted. Threads one in. Cavani looking to run onto it. And he's on his way! Can he finish? Really well taken goal. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up. Well,
and Batistuta! It's off target and by quite a way. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair.
Ribery.
No, that's been intercepted. Mbappe drives it in, and the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. He's got the shot away, and that is certainly not what he had in mind.
what a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
It's a pretty loose pass. Yamal. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, and the shot! Otto cuts it out. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. He's gone for goal! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
He's got away, but he's had a hit! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And here's Yamal. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That's a lovely, neat pass. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Messi picks out real chance! And yes, it's there! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Well, you've always got to have...
And that'll be the last act of the first half.
A quick reminder today that smoking is only allowed in areas shown on this map. Thank you for your cooperation. Substitution in progress.
Here we go again then.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
And it's Beckham. Arsenal different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
He could be in here. Van Dijk. And that is a little undercooked.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Odo.
The attendance for this match was
Almost an hour gone.
72,306.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He is through here. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Kante gets over and intercepts. He's looking for the runner here. Bastoni makes the interception. Arsenal still have the cards to affect this game. Ribéry. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Conte. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Quality ball. Messi. Messi! They've got to be quick to recover this. He's looking to set free a runner. Odo. He's got space in the area. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Palmer. Keeper has taken decisive action. Can he finish? Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, it wasn't to be this time,
Substitutions
but
taking
that
place.
should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
De Vrij picks it up from the goal kick. Good spot, he's seen the run. Odo. Not most accurate pass. That is good alertness.
There will be one
Alexander
minute added
Arnold.
time.
Seedorf just eases him off the ball. And that will be the final act. Arsenal pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Any reflections? Arsenal can do it here. 90 minutes away from reaching their target. It is the sort of opportunity they would certainly have settled for if offered it on day one. That was then, this is the here and now. Can they meet their ambitions, their aspirations? Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more.
And already we're underway here.
Arsenal cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must. Alexander-Arnold making good progress on the right-hand side. Batistuta, he's onside. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Bellingham getting this one clear, and they've got rid. That's a throw. Palmer. And here's Batistuta.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Alessandro Costa-Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Well, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He is through here.
Well, that's a foul and the whistle's gone.
And that's going to be a booking.
Well, there's no question, Peter, what his manager thought of it. He's turned away in disgust.
Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Probably be looking to play it square from here. And that's been repelled. Palmer. And claimed it back swiftly. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, and he's through the middle. And that is one way to get his defending done. Sporting with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Palmer is there, and he can get that clear. Oh, it's come loose. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Couldn't squeeze it through. De Vrij cuts out the pass. Now that's well seen too. Mbappe. That is good alertness. Oh, just skips past it. He's gone for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Pickford will lay claim to that. And he's only too happy to take that back. He could be in here. He's in a great position.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Neymar. Bellingham. Oh, well played. That
There will be 1 minute
out the
at a
danger.
time.
He has found a way through.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again.
And there's the end of the first half. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless.
Remove any cars parked on
Any
the road
strong opinions
outside
on the
stadium.
first half?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
So we are still where we...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And it's a goal!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree. The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
A 1-0 lead established.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
And the finish! Oh, taken with style! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
That's brilliant control, Peter, from an awkward height too. You know, it's a great improvisation here.
Sporting are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment.
He's tried one! He's got away with one there.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Beckenbauer clears it away. He steps in, and that's the end of that. He's found a way through. Griezmann. Oh, nice touch. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 8, Palmer. Coming on the field is number 22, Goulet.
Mbappe. Arsenal have now used up all but one of their substitution windows.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Kante with the clearance. That's a decent clearance. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Tries to get it clear.
Oh, he's been caught on it here.
That's a nicely measured pass.
Look, it's a run defence is this.
Decent hit! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 9, Mbappe. Coming on to replace him is number 27, Serginho.
Arsenal can dream again. The stands here definitely a place for the hopeful, and no doubt that hope is replicated at just about every major ground in the land. It is time for us all to come together and to believe. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Batistuta concedes a free kick for that. Forwards and with intent. Kimmich providing an outlet on that flank. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, this guy Manuel Neuer claimed once that he had a catalogue in his head of all opponents. You won't think it, but there's so much detailed work behind everything he does. This is what keeps him ahead of his opponents and his contemporaries.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Pirlo. Adams. Maldini. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Zyzzle is sporting a guilty look after that.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Mbappe. Batistuta. Bastoni. Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Arsenal have got it back and they'll have another go. He's in, shot, he's got the shot away! Goal! Arsenal! And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Number 8.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Doué gets flagged offside. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Nakata. Oh, good read. Done delicately. Adams makes the interception. Pirlo. And Hakimi. Hakimi tries making a foray down the right. Nakata.
Arsenal really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Oh, super ball! There's the hit!
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
That has been cut short. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He's managed to get it all wrong.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
There's the shot! Decent enough try.
Nakata certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Not the best distribution from the keeper.
Has been indicated.
Mbappe. It's a pretty loose pass. Hakimi. And the first 45 minutes are up. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Please join me in wishing
On the evidence of what we've seen, their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Arsenal head in, having made the crucial breakthrough, and to that end, there is a degree of satisfaction there. The lead by no means decisive yet, but so far so good. 1-0 at the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Nakata, and here's Mbappe. And he's done very well to deal with it.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Julie. Palmer. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. And it's Batistuta. Oh, that's a key interception. Rodri. Doué. Arsenal are still that goal to the good.
71,550.
Julie. Oh, perfectly measured that. Now it's Batistuta. He is through here. Oh, shapes to shoot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
I just hope he won't let the failure to score affect him. With the ability he has, he can reproduce.
Seedorf kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Batistuta, and he's found a way past. Batistuta couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Good-looking ball. And he's quick to snatch it back. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Hakimi deals with that comfortably. And he cuts out the supply. No, he's just misjudged that one.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Pass is just off target.
Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. The final 5 minutes. Dair Emery.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That has not gone well.
So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense.
The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Seedorf taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team.
We have already started here.
Oh, that's a key interception. Spread out to the left. He has found the way through.
Mbappe!
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Clear way. It's a sharp little ball here. Hernandez reaching 3 figures in terms of his appearances for the club.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder of his career.
Gerrard proves just a little bit too strong. And Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, that's well seen too. Gerrard, very much a man of this moment.
Nicely worked.
And no, that was never going to make it. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Just eases him off the ball. That is a great pick out. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And nicely intercepted. Short changes him with that pass. Nicely spread. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Barcelona applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns could be terrific. Julie. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, that is a nice touch.
Here it comes.
That's a decent clearance. Messi. Now White. Couldn't squeeze it through. Well, played right into his path. Roberto Carlos. Goes looking wide. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Chips it through. Batistuta showing good feet. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Unspectacular, but solid, and that solidity could yet be the foundation for them to go on and win.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. And the game has already resumed here.
Arsenal.
Conte! And he's done it!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here. Barcelona clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
No, again there's no way through. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. He's looking to set free a runner.
The attendance for this
Roberto
match
Carlos,
was 60,810.
and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Tadic is sporting a guilty look after that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
It's a lovely, neat pass. Roberto Carlos. Well, that pass isn't the best. Nicely aimed pass. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's Perez. And here's Tadic.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Always onto this.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Well, the less said about that pass, the better.
Barcelona probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Van hits one! He would have been quick to recover this.
There will be 1 minute
We'll simply
added
have
time.
to tip his hat to the keeper here, because that was a magnificent save.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment.